Alright, it's recording.
All right, what's going on, everybody? You're here to do My Hero Academia chapter 137. We have Andre No Days Off. We have Brother Idosa. We have the hater Ibrahima.
Good night.
We have Wes. We have the lovely Mariah. We had
Lovely.
the number two fan. Oh, the number two fan just left, Shakir. We have Young and we have Slegvin.
Good night.
Uh,
Toilet pen?
So we start off the chapter with the students doing some training and basically they're kind of preparing for the meeting. We have a funny moment with Bakugo basically saying, "I know you guys are into something big. He wants them to talk about it." Then we flash back to Azawa basically making sure everyone's ready to be a part of this mission, like Ochako, Asui, and he's basically reassuring like you guys are going to be there. Like it's not something you're just going to be forced to come. And I know we want to go, given the fact we have to save this little girl. We have Deku contemplating whether he wants to talk about, whether he wants to, talk about All Might to Night Eye, but he's like he doesn't really know what to go because, like, full disclosure, when he's into these internships, obviously Ide, he can see that something's bothering Deku, and he's like asking him to spit it out. But given the fact that Deku can't really talk about it, it's kind of like he's in this emotional state, and Ida says it's a pretty great line of like basically flips it on like, if you find yourself in a bind, you can talk to us because we're your friends, and it makes Deku get emotional. It's like heroes don't cry, and then Shoto said no, heroes do cry sometimes, I think. Then we had the here. I can't think of that Black Heroes guy's name. He's basically doing some he's scoping out the area,
Some recon.
but in some recon, then all of a sudden they get the message that this is the day of the mission is going to start, so gather around. Then Night goes into this whole thing how he got the location of Ares. Ares' location is basically he went to his toy store with one of the members of the Eight Deaths of Precepts, and basically used his vision, his eye, his quirk on him to see that Ares is there, and everyone's basically prepared. We have a little back and forth where everyone getting themselves ready, and they're saying this time for sure they're going to save her. And then we have as a cliffhanger, overall basically saying you've come, insinuating that someone has arrived around at his base, and that's the chapter. Whoever wants to go first, be my guest.
Alright.
Thoughts of the chapter?
Yeah.
Wesley
Yeah.
normally
Let's start.
start from the left to the
I'm a
right?
Hero fan. Wait, do you guys did my picture change?
No. Alright. Edosa, thoughts overall.
Um, I think it was a good chapter. I like the Deku and Ida moment together when Deku was eating, and he's getting emotional, still feeling kind of bad about everything that happened. And I also wanted to ask you guys about Night Eye. I don't know if you guys did a review last week or the week before, but
No,
I
we
was
don't
wondering,
usually don't review this series.
do you guys think he should have used his ability to find out about overhaul and everything? Remember that discussion they were having?
No, he
There's a
can't.
slight
I
echo,
thought
but
no, I thought he can only see 1 hour into the
No, but
future.
remember when they were arguing, asking why isn't he using it?
yeah, because he can only use it like once a day or something,
Yeah,
right?
once a day.
Well,
Yeah.
he can't use it given the fact that he doesn't want to, get his investigation discovered by overall. So him bumping into overall, he'll have to do something. So he's playing on the cautious side, but he's trying to be at least, cross the T's and dot his I's as much as he
Right.
can without having the investigation exposed to the villains. So that's why he hasn't done that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can talk about that later. But the other thing, at the end of the chapter, the last panel was really really nice. And do you think when overall says "so you've come" at the end, who do you think he's talking to?
But he's talking about the League of Villains.
Yeah, I assume Tina's talking about Shigaraki.
Because
Yeah.
I read Manga Stream and I read Fallen Angels translation. They say in Manga Stream is you've come, but in Fallen Angels, you guys or y'all have come. So it made it seem like it was multiple people that had arrived at his his
You said Fallen Angels was the one made it seem like multiple people.
yeah.
I then take their word over.
Ibrahima, what did you think overall?
Um, if you're the type of person who enjoys storytelling like this, where it's kind of Wait, like
I don't get what's so funny. Just
John,
let the man talk.
if you if you're the type of person who enjoys storytelling like this, where it's kind of a it's the Boku no Hero kind of just character main character resolves everything, and
No, my.
they kind of just gather themselves for this event. It's basically it's the winning formula or template for a setup chapter, and I enjoyed the
Liv, you guys are still
I
here.
I
God
enjoyed.
damn.
Oh no.
Who the hell is that?
What's up, Miguel?
Yo, what's
That
good,
was
guys?
Miguel.
How y'all still here?
Shut the hell up! I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yo, say something.
There's a review. There's a review right now. Kind of.
Wait, what?
We're reviewing the
nah,
Boku
nah,
no Hero chapter.
yeah, we're reading the
Oh,
book
Boku
and
no
book.
Hero?
Yeah.
Oh, Boku no Goat?
Yep.
Good chapter.
Some consider it goat. So Midoriya and Ida had a really nice interaction.
Yeah.
Uh, and the setup stuff and the foreshadowing at the end was cool. Uh, we've seen this kind of thing in the series already, where it's just like it's just this kind of like calm before the storm preparation. We see the villains, we see the heroes, and it's just kind of like they're scoping each other out. They're kind of feeling each other out. We get a few days of just them kind of just doing their thing before we ride for the situation. The setup and hype for
Just
overhaul
read the chat.
was pretty beast. Uh, Mirio was interesting, man. I want to see what he's gonna do in this arc. Um, but overall, I'd say it's a pretty good chapter. I could understand why the Boku no Hero fans like it.
Can I get my thoughts?
Sure, yeah.
Well,
Who's next?
I think this chapter was a pretty weak overall, as a whole, as a chapter. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did you say
well,
weak?
Yeah.
actually, I don't know if it was weak. It was very dialogue and conversation centric, and if you
You
like
felt
that
Hunter x
kind of
Hunter
stuff,
to you, like just inconsequential dialogue,
uh,
or did it feel like
maybe if you let me finish.
Good night.
Anyway, as I was saying, uh, yeah, there was just a lot of pointless stuff going on in this chapter. Like I felt like it was filler. Like there was eating going
Pointless.
on.
I
There
think
was just some kids talking.
Mm.
What was
Um,
pointless exactly?
we saw
I
can you
think we should
they're just like
evoke the
no
good
no
vibes
no
only
Kevin
lifestyle
can you
into this
explain his
world.
opinion first?
Kevin, thank you. Um,
Who is this guy?
there was a whole thing with the there was
Young is just checking everybody.
there was a whole thing with the internships and everything. Like that was cool. Honestly, I'm looking forward to see what they're doing with that. Um, oh, and we saw some those villains. And that one black guy. Um, I'm really interested to see what they do going forward in this arc.
Yeah.
And this was really just a setup chapter, so I can't really say it was weak, really, but
Yeah.
more so,
There's more transition, kind of like.
yeah, it was transition, but I can't complain.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's just drawing from the page of the goat one, so
Mm.
I feel like I've read this Boku no chapter before a few times.
Okay. Mariah, what did you think overall?
I liked it. I thought, the mini scenes were appreciated. Like I appreciated the lunch scene. I thought it was some good motivational speeches from the people who aren't obviously going to be involved as much in this arc.
Oh
So it
yeah.
was nice to see them a little bit. I also think it was nice that they're starting to lightly address the burden that Decky's been having, like more and more, like it's starting to get overwhelming. Because at first, it was like, oh, okay, it's just between the two of us, and now he's definitely trying to. They're foreshadowing the outlet, or like how more people are gonna have to either know or find out, and obviously they're making Ida and Todoroki to be really high candidates in this chapter. Um, I also like Todoroki said. I felt like almost a little bit out of character, but I uh, I
What,
enjoyed
that
it.
he was being so friendly and like
Yeah, no, the fact
supportive?
that he said
I
it
was
was
gonna
okay
bring
to
that up.
cry. It doesn't seem like something he'll
that's a
say.
really good point.
I was
Yeah.
gonna bring that up.
Because he's so about like showing up his dad and you know, like it's seeming like
He's
to be
more
crying in
stern and
public.
like not showing
Yeah,
weakness, I
the
guess.
fact that he said, for him to say that, it felt like it had more weight to it. So yeah.
All right. Miguel.
Yeah, I thought overall the chapter was good. I mean, like I give it a solid 8. It wasn't a 10. It wasn't. I don't think it was a 9 either. Like I give it a solid 8 because like I
Mhm.
feel like overall like it's from beginning towards like 3/4. It was like mainly like set up like planning the whole what are we gonna do, where are they, yada yada etc. Like they're building it up and they're doing to me they're doing it nicely. Like they're explain like we get like an explanation of how things are gonna be done, like how they want to do things. Like it's like instead of like getting like say we go say we go
Hmm?
Okay.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Did he
Kevin.
just go silent or what happened?
Yeah, Kevin.
This year, it was continue to show this like Deku's in a
sorry
place
sorry
where,
guys
uh,
sorry guys.
are you gonna finish or you
Yeah, I
move
was gonna
on?
finish.
You can
Like
go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say that like I like how they're actually setting it up, like how they're gonna fight them off and stuff. Like
Late flash.
say for instance they like you get the say we got the first chapter and then we get like um excuse me, we got the previous chapter. Then say this chapter was like, oh, they went and got I went on the rescue mission right away, and then afterwards they explained how they did it. Like to me, that would have been like worse than what they did now. Like now, like they're explaining it that way. When we see it happening, we understand why it's happening.
Okay. Uh, Kevin.
This chapter continued to show like Deku and this the predicament he's in, like regarding like last chapter he was pretty much like going against overhaul, and you know he has to make sure that he doesn't further injure himself, and he's pretty much holding a lot of stuff in, and he can't tell his closest friends, and that's the hardest part of it. Like when Ida was like, you know, we're here for you, like a bit, because it's like, you know, these are the people you're supposed to be confiding in and telling them everything, and he can't do that, so they can't really support him in his time of need, and the biggest problematic part. And I feel like going into next chapter, because this chapter pretty basic, you know, like it's all the setup, the moments with Todoroki and Ida and Uraraka. This is the first time that I've really seen Uraraka and Ida in a long time, and I remember kind of like why I like Ida. Ida used to be in my top 5. He's way out of there now, but I just want more shine on him. I feel like
I think it's like Mariah said though that we're seeing them now because we're not probably not gonna see them for a little while.
yeah, but I think going into the next chapter or just this arc itself, I feel like they're going to fail, and there's going to be some dire consequences
The
on it.
rookies
Yes,
against
not
overall,
the rookies. Yeah, they're going to fail
or you
against
mean the
overall.
main
Overall,
hero, the precepts or whatever, the
no, I'm
agents?
not even talking about just I'm not just talking about Deku. I'm just talking about the Hero Association
Okay.
themselves. They're not going to succeed because overall the kind of villain that you kind of build up. I keep saying it. I don't take Shigaraki seriously. Somebody
Okay.
like overall somebody I can take seriously.
Okay.
He's the kind of villain that you don't get rid of this early. You get rid of him like in the 200s or even later than that.
I mean, they got rid of
So
Stain.
you talking about overhaul?
Yeah.
Yeah, overall.
When everybody
Um,
finishes their thoughts, I'm gonna ask them all a question.
I
All
mean, they
right.
got rid of Stain in 10 chapters, but
Yeah.
11 chapters, but yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Well, Shakir. Shakir.
I don't think he's.
Is he still in here?
Shakir.
I
He
don't
was
think.
all the way at the end too. It must have been
Can I
rough.
say something extra then, since
Yeah.
he's like done? I thought the end of the chapter was a little rushed.
Oh my.
I felt like you saw them having like this little training spiel in the beginning, and at the end they were like, "Oh,
They
well,
was like, we're
we're
doing it
gearing up."
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, what? And like, I agree with Kevin. Like, I feel like Overhaul's gonna stay a while, and they're making it feel so grandiose. They're hyping it up a lot for
Too
like a
much, too
battle. I
early.
feel like, yeah, for a battle, I feel like if he were to go down this early, I would just be like, I would.
What was the point of all this build-up?
Yeah, like he definitely has a lot of potential, and I do think he's gonna stay around a lot. So
I feel like
maybe only getting Eerie will happen, and maybe overall just won't be defeated.
yeah.
But I just right now I was a little unpleased with how like quick the chapter went towards the end. But
Yeah, that part was really. Wait, are we gonna do ratings now? Or was that supposed
Yeah,
to do it?
we're
Wait,
gonna no,
before
we're
we
gonna do
before we go to ratings, I have a question for everybody.
Yes, sir.
Now Shigaraki is a villain that I already discussed this with some of you guys before we went on the air. I pointed out how, like, similar to a Kylo Ren from Star Wars, he seems to be a guy who's given
Oh
a lofty,
Lord.
a lofty position, right? And it seems like he's not yet ready for that position. And it seems to be one of those things where Shigaraki is going to grow into his role and be like a super villain.
yeah,
The way One for All wants him to be, right?
yeah.
Even
So
All for One.
yeah. So you have that situation, and now you look at this guy Overhaul, and it seems like he's being prepped up as if like he's gonna be a mainstay as an antagonist.
Yeah.
So my question to everybody is, who do you think has more potential, and who do you think's gonna end up being a better
I was
villain?
just gonna bring that up. But I was gonna say that I think if Boku no Hero has any issue, if it's not perfection as a manga
No, let
itself,
me get my book out.
if it's not perfection of the shonen genre, it's probably that Shigaraki is the most overarching villain of the series so far, and he's maybe the least impressive, and every other villain
Yeah.
besides that is really
I
memorable.
think it's intentional.
You think it is?
yeah,
Yeah.
Because like
Um.
I actually don't think Overhaul is gonna stick around much longer than this arc. Like I think he's gonna have
Yeah.
this little saga and go away just like Stained and All for One. I think he's just
Shigaraki
cooler than
seems like
Shigaraki, so it
I think
seems
the
like he's gonna.
potential is down where Shigaraki's gonna be
I
like
mean.
but they
more
Shigaraki has a
need
dedicated.
someone to
Okay.
connection.
stay.
I'll say
They really
this
need
about
someone to
Shigaraki.
stay because Shigaraki is just oh my
Yeah, I
god.
think it's
I'll
just.
say this about Shigaraki. Shigaraki isn't like like Stain was pretty much like a self-made villain. He saw what was going on and he pretty much made himself or whatever.
When
Shigaraki
is my
was
book?
mentored by A from. When I say yeah, because he got his own ideology by himself, as far as we know. I don't know where else he got it. He just saw what was going on with the heroes and then he decided they were wrong or whatever. But Overhaul is a dude who came from like what is the equivalent of like a mafia family. Like Shigaraki has more potential than Overhaul, but Overhaul just stomps him in terms of like just threatening, like how threatening he is, like what he can do.
I think in the long
Like
run,
in the
people will
wrong
be
run,
changing their tune on Shigaraki.
it's up to
Mhm.
Yeah.
Horikoshi to build up Shigaraki. Hopefully
In a way,
he
it
gets
seems
better,
to me
but
like he's
I don't
kind
see him going anywhere right now.
of,
Depends
To
how
be
long
honest,
this
but
series is.
but
it feels like he's paralleling Deku, where like they're both
who
going to grow
Shigaraki?
Yeah, it definitely feels like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in the sense where like over the course of the story, we have our antagonists and and our good guys and the heroes and
I
villains.
understand that, but
But
I'm
on the
saying
opposite,
Are you guys?
wait, I know what you're saying. I'm what mine
I
is
didn't even finish my sentence, so you just cut me off.
Oh my god.
go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, but Shigaraki has the more potential because the way he builds up, like you said, he's paralleling Deku. But I don't have that much faith in him, to be honest. I don't see Shigaraki being anything
In the
in the future.
future?
To be honest, no, I
Wow.
don't take him seriously at all.
That would be
In the
disappointing, but
future,
I think he will
No,
be in the future.
He has to be.
I don't think I will never take Shigaraki. I don't know what it is. I just can't take him seriously.
Did you take Deku
yeah,
seriously in chapter 2 and 3?
Yes, I took Deku seriously in chapter one.
I think the thing
I
is,
don't take.
even if Shigaraki gets a lot of power, right? Like, is his personality is it gonna
Yeah, it
Yeah,
develop
it's
to
doesn't.
the
not as
point?
likable.
wait,
Yeah.
Kevin, why did you take Deku seriously in 1 and 2?
Chapter one is when he saved Bakugo, right? Oh no, that was
Right,
chapter two. That
but
was chapter two. Chapter one was when he introduced himself, and
he was
he pretty
just a
much talked
I
about
nerdy
don't think
All
that's a good
Might, All
comparison.
Might. He was just some nerdy, quirkless All Might turd. Why'd you take him seriously?
why did I take him seriously?
Yeah, why'd
I
you
don't
take him
remember
seriously?
why.
Because here's
I
the
mean,
thing. Here's
I
the
would
thing. As
no,
a
because
reader,
if I didn't take
I I know
Deku
what he's gonna
seriously,
say, Ibu.
what am I gonna say? But
He's the main
if I didn't,
character.
if I no,
I was
not
just
really.
about to say that. Like the
I
only
admit
reason
there are a bunch of main characters that I like.
Well,
I
what
didn't
what I
like
was
from
gonna
the
say is
beginning.
the
Wait,
only thing that would
let
lead
him.
you to believe
Wait,
that
wait,
Deku is gonna have any potential is the fact that he's a main character and he's supposed to. But besides that, nothing else like indicates that he'll get to a certain point. So what I'm trying to say is, with a guy like Shigaraki, like you can't just be like now.
Yeah, but
Like,
there are villain. No, there are villains in other series I can't think of any right now who parallel other characters. They've grown up with the characters, and you can see, okay, yo, this dude is your rival.
Like who?
He's the
Sasuke?
villain, and you're the hero.
but
Sasuke's
Shigaraki,
not
I didn't
really.
say I didn't say Shigaraki's his rival. He's just paralleling him as
No,
his
but I mean,
villain.
yeah, but indirectly he is kind of Deku's rival because
I
they have
can't think.
focused
I
on
No,
honestly can't
yeah.
think of a. I can't
OFA.
think of a villain that parallels the hero like growth that I really like. Like, can anyone
Not.
else that like turned out
We
really
have a
well?
villain that
I'm.
parallels the hero's growth.
He
Yeah.
started way too flat. Like he hasn't gotten any progression like at
Yeah,
all.
he
It's like
hasn't at
just
all.
too
Oh,
I mean, I
don't
think
don't
he's
get me
gonna
wrong. I think
grow,
he's
but
garbage, but
he
like I'm
needs
just saying,
something.
Yeah.
He has
Like
room
his
for.
Oh,
No,
character
so
I think he
overall,
will
design,
grow. I think he will
his
grow. I'm saying
character design
how.
is the only thing going
I
on for
think. I
Yeah.
him.
think he should have started
like
already.
like overall
Yeah.
like overall he's bison feces, but you know like
Good
I think
night.
it's
I
Good
don't
night.
think Overhaul could like leave though, because Overhaul like you mentioned like Stain was like more like self-bought, but Overhaul has like a whole system behind him. It sounds weird if he was able to be eliminated
Well, I think Shigaraki's gonna
through.
kill him. Like I said from the
yeah,
beginning.
you too. You think that too?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Shigaraki's
I
gonna
think I
kill
think
him.
Shigaraki's gonna kill him.
I think
No,
hey
that'll.
maybe that'll be his
That's
first
a.
season.
That's an
Faye.
easy way. That's
That
an
could be his
easy
first
way.
season.
First body.
That's an
Faye.
easy way
Everybody
to
has it.
build up
If
Shigaraki.
It's not his first. It's not
Faye.
his first body, by the way.
Yeah.
who is
That's an
First
easy
Oh my
notable
way.
one.
god.
Killing a cooler villain
No.
is an easy way to build up
Yeah.
yourself as a
Hmm?
villain. Like,
Or
yeah,
killing
that's
a
what I'm
significant
saying.
hero.
That
yeah,
that's what
or
he has to do.
killing All Might. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would that would do it.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
has to do one of those things. He
That's
has to
why.
either get rid of
That's why.
Overhaul.
Spoiler.
Uh,
Kylo Ren.
well, well,
Yeah.
regarding Shigaraki, his development is how he interacts and what he learns from other villains so far in the series. You know, when you first met Stain, it was all about the impact you make and having your own conviction. Regarding overall, the main thing he's learning from overall is how to plan, how to use your resources. That's the development Shigaraki has to go through currently, and that's what overall, in a sense, is going to be used for Shigaraki's development. I can see I can see overall, dying in this arc or kind of getting put in prison. I
Do you
would
see
prefer.
Shiraki killing him?
You,
Yeah. If he was to die, it would be from Shigaraki because heroes are not supposed to technically kill
you,
villains so far.
How many
That's
characters
Okay.
so
that's an
far have died
interesting
in Boku
point.
wait,
no Hero?
That's an interesting
Andre,
point
you
though.
think he's gonna be more of like a
There've been
mentor?
a couple,
Yeah, I
but
think I don't want to say he's a mentor, but I think that's kind of the role that
He's gonna be like
Hirokoshi is kind of
he's gonna
That's
be
introduced.
like a
that's a really interesting point.
unofficial.
So he's like a Shigaraki's like a villain student.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
because that's
He's
the
learning how to
parallel.
be
Yeah,
the
That's
yeah,
best
they've been
villain.
100%.
parallel. That's how
Yeah,
that's how it's been so far.
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Um,
yeah.
That's
I
definitely
would
how
Shigaraki.
I saw him in an AFO or whatever.
ha-
Yeah.
if my personal opinion, I would have overall, I would have him be defeated this arc, but he'll still be a mainstay. Like I would prefer
Like
this
what?
series
Like
to have.
Stain is kind of.
Like
No, like no, since like
like a
he's not
crocodile
captured.
character.
I would rather have like there be
He
multiple
gets beat and then he runs away.
villains. You have multiple villains in the series that others have to deal with, but he just go away once he gets his main plan defeated. Because this whole thing is getting rid of quirks and this drug that they're producing. He's part of the reason why this drug called Trigger is being produced. We still don't know what his overall goal is, so that's something we have to
I don't
see
want there
before I have.
being
No, but you see how
too many
elaborate
villains.
Overhaul is. Like he,
Yeah,
I feel like the way he set up this is the like the 50, not 50, the 30, 20, 30 chapter type arc villain to 50 chapter arc villain kind of guy. He is the mastermind dude.
yeah,
He
because
has
he
yeah
appeared like 20. His first appearance was about like in the teens, in the hundreds.
yeah
And his arc has started, I think officially like 16 chapters ago. This
yeah.
whole overall situation.
So he is the kind of person that he's like a Doflamingo.
Hmm.
You
You
can
know,
but the difference is he'll get Millie Rocked once. I know for a fact either that or they're gonna lose something very important in this arc. They're gonna lose someone. I don't want to
yeah,
say it's All Might because I feel like All Might. I don't think All Might died
no,
yet, but they're gonna lose somebody important. Either that or they beat Overhaul and he gets away. He's not gonna get captured. I can't see him getting captured.
I think it'd be boring to
yeah,
have another major villain in jail so quickly back to back. So I'd rather him
yeah.
die than be in jail, but at the same time, I really don't want him to die. I want him to take an L.
Nah, but if you want,
just like
the only way,
just an L.
Well,
the best ending to this arc
I
would
think they're all
be
gonna get in jail.
Shigaraki killing him, or yeah,
Oh.
I mean, if you want Shigaraki to develop,
Who
think
develop
votes
his
on the
true
killing? Who votes on the mentoring?
And it can work out depending on how hirokoshi plays it. Because in
Overhaul and him do
Spider-Man,
not have a good relationship.
all the Sinister Six got captured and put in prison.
You think they're
And
gonna
that was
form an
really,
alliance?
yeah, and that was a really good way to form an alliance with all the villains. So I can see hirokoshi, like, I don't know if he reads Spider-Man at all, but I can see him
The
taking
Sinister
that.
Six.
Yeah,
He
This
does.
nigga
I think
just
he does.
copied
I
an
think he.
MCU of
I
stuff.
I can
noticed.
see him taking that.
I noticed like stylistically in this chapter, like he does a lot of those internal like speech dialogue like boxes, and that's more common of like Western comics. And
Right.
I just noticed that he does that all the time in Boku no Hero more
Yeah.
than manga usually does it, and it just seemed like a style choice that he's taking from like superhero comics that I just picked on. That's why he's able to fit
So
as much
that's,
extra dialogue into Boku no Hero.
I can see him putting all the getting all the villains into prison, and then them all forming an
Yeah,
alliance.
definitely.
I mean, because
I can
like even
definitely see
when
it.
AFO went to the prison, you seen Stain was eyeing him as he walked past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that
Yeah.
impression from the beginning. Like that's what his
So I have
plan
a
was.
question for everybody.
Cause didn't he have that plan that All Might was asking him like what are you
Even
doing
the
here?
rogues, even that's how the rogues gallery was started.
Yeah, so
I have a question for everybody. How many people think that Stain is gonna get killed? Not Stain. Overall is gonna get killed at the end of this, and how many people think that he's
I
gonna
think he's
just
going to
run
prison.
away?
I think he's going.
He's not going to prison. He's
Let's
either
take a
dying
vote.
or
Take
he's
a
running
vote.
away.
yeah. All right, Andre.
Um,
Prison,
Or
runaway, death.
I
prison or
think it's a
death.
runaway. It's a runaway.
Adosa.
And
Prison.
Ibrahima.
Who really cares?
All right, Mariah.
Running away. The L.
Miguel.
Yeah, he's running away. I don't think he's gonna go to prison.
Kevin.
He's not going to prison. Realistically, he'd probably have to run away. I don't think Shiraxi can kill him right now.
I think
Young.
he's gonna run away,
All right, I'm gonna say.
but when he comes,
Oh,
what happened?
go ahead.
I think he's gonna run away, but when he's reintroduced in the series, he's gonna die.
I'm gonna
I
say.
agree with you.
I'm gonna say prison.
Oh, how significant? I don't know if we talked about it. How significant do you think that toy is? To is it Erie?
Eerie.
I think
Yeah.
No, that was just
each part.
a plot device for them to get the fact that that's her location.
You don't think that toy has any significance to Erie whatsoever?
No,
It has nothing to do with her quirk. It has nothing to do with
Deku
overall.
might put it into play
Many
to
like an emotional significance.
No.
if it
was
did, then
a
it'll be Deku
specific
introducing it.
toy. It was a very specific toy, but I think that was
Yeah,
because
pretty
he used
specific.
his yeah.
I
It might
guess
have
to
been
snatch
because
that
he had
E
to use his
pedal.
quirk to like the way he used his quirk to uncover it. That it was like that girl or whatever. Because that was the point. Like the guy didn't act like someone who like knew what the toy was specifically.
It was
But
suspicious. I was
yeah,
like, hmm.
but yeah, it might be plot significant or like character significant, I guess. All right, let's do ratings, favorite panel, and then what you want to see next week. Andre.
I give this chapter an 8.5 out of 10. Favorite panel.
Yeah.
Favorite panel is the last panel. Just I just love that panel. Next week, I want to see who overall met. Even though I think it's obvious the League of Villains, and like I think it's just going to be an epic panel of them kind of discussing what's next and what's the overall plan. I'd rather them just establish what overall plan is and how he plans to integrate the League of Villains. I would rather see the villain side next week's chapter.
Okay. Edosa.
Favorite panel was the last panel. Really good group shot of everybody in their uniforms again. I'm interested to see if it is Shigaraki that Overhaul is meeting or the group he's meeting. I'm interested to see that conversation. I want to know more about Yuri. feel like there's a lot in her past. I think that toy does have some significance, and I'd like to know about that as well. And solid, same as One Piece, 7.5.
Hold on.
Ibrahima.
Andre, I'm gonna need you to post that rating scale in
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Do
Ibrahima.
not fall for it.
Andre, could you post the Pitchfork rating scale again for me real quick?
Ibrahima.
Wait. Before I do, Andre, could you post it for me real quick, please,
Okay, Mariah.
brother?
Are we doing the rating and what we want to see, or just rating?
Rating, favorite panel, and what you want to see next week.
The favorite channel is obviously the last one. Be like
Mm.
the light.
The group lineup shot,
Say,
always dope.
yeah, group lineup shots get to me all the time. They make me weak. You have all of your favorites just in the corner, and you're like, oh my god, I can't. Rating probably like an 8, because maybe 8.5. You can't have a vote factual looking at your chapter be below 8.5.
Oh my.
I'm slowly becoming a tard. What I want to see next, I want to see, I really want to get to know Eri, because like, Adessa said, she is becoming more and more apparent, and I'm not sure how much she's gonna play in the long run of everything, because they're really hyping a lot of the characters up, and I really don't want all of it to just fall flat within this arc.
Wait, sorry for cutting you off. Wait, is this on air?
I'm
He's
recording
recording
it,
it.
and then I'm gonna
Oh,
upload
okay. I was about to say.
He's
bro.
recording
it.
it.
I'm
Really
just
fun.
doing it for the fun of it. I'm just making you waste your time.
He's recording it.
Who the hell would do a review
As
off
a
air
joke.
just to do it? Like,
Yeah, as a
We
joke.
would though.
It's funny.
We
Anyway,
have no lives.
yeah.
Wesley's trying a new setup.
I just like to watch people dance. To my
I like to see my puppets squirm.
yeah, exactly.
I know you.
I'm ready to get my rating.
Okay. Well, let Mariah finish, and then.
Oh, she's okay.
Yeah,
I'm ready
those
to.
interrupted me. But yeah, I want to see a very thought out and not rushed battle. I have no fear that it's going to be executed well. I just want to make sure the pacing is something I like. I don't want the arc to be rushed to get onto other things. So that's all I wish for.
All right, Ibrahima.
I'm gonna have to chapter 7.0 to 7.4. It's not brilliant, but it's nice enough.
Okay.
I'm trying to be like me.
Wait, what did you say?
It's a 7.4. It's not brilliant, but it's nice enough.
7.4.
I'm sounds like a average. Yeah, I'm gonna stop myself.
Yeah, I already saw where I was going.
Yeah,
And,
I can see.
yeah, but
Good
nah,
vibes only.
the favorite panel is the one panel that was good. The last page was.
When that
No, wait,
was
no,
good.
sorry, I meant like one panel that's great, but
Okay.
it's the last page of the lineup. You know, those are all like Horikoshi's always really good at making those. And as for what I want to see next week, I don't know if I'm going to be reading next week's chapter, but
Can I re-say what I was about to say?
Yeah.
No, nope.
7.4 is the rating of the highest
Let's
Gurren God episode.
Oh.
Okay.
but you know, for the sake of Boku no Hero readers, you know, I just hope like kind of like what Mariah said, like a well thought out battle that's paced well. But yeah, so this is a solid chapter. It's a
Miguel.
good setup.
All right,
Miguel
Kevin.
before young.
This chapter was a 7.0 to a 7.4, just like Ibrahim had said.
These One Piece haters. God
Yeah.
damn. The trend.
I like Boku no Hero.
I love Boku no Hero.
Why?
It's the second best ongoing
Hold
series in
on.
Shonen Jump.
Right,
Oh my
Ibrahim is
god.
not caught up. I
Oh
read
my
Boku no Hero
god.
every week.
Hey, wait. Hey, man. Hey.
Yeah, Ibrahim is not caught up. I was actually gonna pick 7.07. He got to Ibrahim before I did.
I'm just saying.
It's no shade.
It's just interesting that all the One Piece diehards are given the same rating.
One Piece diehards? I'm usually I in One Piece reviews I wear the black hat.
Ibrahima openly said that Dragon Ball is better than One Piece. So Let's
The
see.
nice-
No,
doesn't
he
have
just
it.
said he liked. He
He
said
said
he
it
You
was
liked
Dragon
can
Ball
One
pick
Piece.
it
Z.
from all your fan bases as long as you fucking
He said
talk
he would
about it.
destroy One Piece's existence to save Dragon Ball. So,
Who?
Burn it to the ground.
Who
yeah.
said what? What? I missed it.
That's
What
what
happened?
Ebo said.
Listen,
That's what Ibrahim
I
said.
just want you to know, guys. If you hear a quote about me, just know that if it was not from my mouth, just don't take it with a grain of salt.
That's straight from your mouth.
He said he was. That wasn't even
Well,
his
actually,
words.
Ibrahim, you did say that.
Ask the progenitor of the statement to clarify.
Alright.
All right. So
That's
then,
all.
what did you say?
Don't worry about it, my bro. The
Oh,
conversation's
okay.
already
So
up
then
there,
it's
good bro.
We
true.
gotta tell your friends.
It
Tell your
is true.
friends.
It is true.
Yeah.
No,
Hey,
no.
can I,
What
can I
No,
they
get
he
my
said.
asked
He
me,
thoughts?
said.
what they asked me was what did I prefer more between One Piece and Dragon Ball? And I said, well, One Piece is definitely a better
I
series.
don't remember you
That's
saying
that.
that.
You did not
I
say
actually
that.
do
actually
I'll
know.
take,
had to
You
definitely
did not say
You
that.
say
You
that.
did
Actually, he
not
did
say
say
that.
that.
and
That is
then
what
he
he
You
did
said.
did.
not say
No,
that.
no. You
yes,
never
I,
answered the question.
I repeatedly.
Yeah.
Can I finish, Andre? You know,
We've
I'm a big boy here.
I'm
we've
so
heard
sorry,
enough.
Wesley. I'm
We've
so
heard enough.
sorry.
Right.
I
Go.
derailed it too much.
No, that's fine.
Can I
Ibrahim
say my
hates One
thoughts?
Piece. Yes, Gang. Go ahead.
Um, well, I give this chapter 7.5 to 7.9.
Okay.
It's above average. Yeah, it's enjoyable.
Mm.
What's so funny? All right. Favorite panel. Everybody's saying last page, page 19, but I think you should all turn to page 13 in your textbooks and look at the look at the
That's it.
top page
Okay.
where it says the operation starts today. I really like you could actually see actual like emotion in their faces. Also the panel below that's cool too, but like mostly a good part about this is I like the cycling and the gradation you can actually see in the back
Yeah.
as for the background.
The
But
Deku's
like
face.
page 19 is just a blank white lazy bleach background.
Yeah.
But this like there's actual like work done to the background. And I know he probably had his assistants working
Ooh,
hard on
yo,
it.
actually, I think I might have to agree with Young. I think the top panel on page 13 might be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, the art was pretty lit this chapter.
yeah.
I don't have a
I know
problem with
you're
the
gonna.
chapter at all.
I
I
know
just
you're
think it
gonna
was
have
pretty
to agree with
standard.
me.
Yeah, and I've made the point before that like not every chapter has to be.
Ibrahim, you're not cut up. You're not cut up.
That has
You
nothing
think
to do.
you think you guys
That
will
has
let me?
nothing.
You
That has
think you
nothing to do
guys
with
will
my
let
Let,
me
Hey,
let him
finish?
hey,
finish.
y'all gonna cut off my.
Thank you. I'm just trying to give some art lessons to people who need it. But anyway,
I know what you mean.
um, yeah. What I
As
want to see
the
next
best
week,
artist in this call.
honestly, what I want to see next week is just some advancement of the story. I'm gonna need my weekly dose of Boku no Hero since One Piece is on break. Uh, yeah, this was a pretty good chapter. I really like the setup and dialogue. It does it really well. It's like he sat down with Oda and just like read his book or something
Okay.
of like just how to set up, but it was done really well. Support the official release, guys, and have a nice day.
I just wanted to
Shakir.
make a. Oh, God.
Andre, you really had to do that, didn't you?
Oh boy. All right.
That's funny.
Uh, I just want.
What
I
did
just.
Andre do?
My favorite panel was 12 with Asui with her hair wrapped up in a casual
It's
style. Kawaii. It's kawaii. I'm sorry.
Mari-chan?
How old is Ashley?
All right, we'll see you next week for both of them.
Bye.